with what happened, with what Speaker Cayetano did, do you personally regret supporting him before? Because you know that you also supported him in many of the actions that he wanted to be done as Speaker.
Yes.
Of course, number one, you also voted in favor of rejecting the franchise of ABS-CBN, as well as Congressman Eric Martinez. And now, this is what happened to you after following him.
Yes, ako, originally I was supportive of Lord Velasco in 2019, no? But then I got the position because of the proportional representation. I have the position of economic affairs, and I've always supported the speaker. I'm very, very loyal to this institution. I've been here for 10 years, and I've worked on Sitira, on the tax reform, on the reform on the customs. I'm one of the principal authors there, and I've done Public Service Act 6 months na defense. I mean, I'm not naman lacking siguro sa performance ko sa Congress. And even those decisions on ABS-CBN at kung anong mga decisions that I would trust the speaker that it is for the good of the country, then I follow. But this kind of actions is kind of disappointing for me because I have always worked hard to give Congress a good name, my speaker a good name. But now, wala na yun.
Okay.
Out of the window na yun.
If I may ask you, Congresswoman Garin, specific to that vote on ABS-CBN, if that was not the position of the House leadership, would you have gone against that position and voted in favor of granting the franchise?
I don't want to answer you that. No, but I would rather stick to my vote on that because this discussion was done very, very thoroughly. Everybody was able to speak, and I watched it on the sidelines, and with merit naman, na may mga reasons naman. I mean, ABS-CBN is not the perfect company, but I would stand with the vote that I had.
Now, with everything that has been happening in the House so far, do you still trust Speaker Cayetano?
You know, politics is just politics for me because 10 taon na ako rin, natuto na ako dyan na ano. Pero, you know, that kind of speech that was done yesterday as well as last Wednesday, that is quite unparliamentary. I've always stood by na respeto lang sa kapwang congressman, and we have to hold ourselves in a certain level of standards to be deserving of this position. No. And that does not give you a right to malign anybody, kahit man sino yan dyan, kahit speakerable or hindi speakerable. You should give them due respect, and that was disrespect not only to Lord Velasco, but also to me as part of this institution for 10 years, and to the institution itself, and to the Filipino people. We are the highest legislative body, and we have to recognize that we have a responsibility to maintain the integrity of the House of Representatives. And that was not maintaining integrity of the House of Representatives. But totally opposite.
But as you've mentioned, politics is politics. Didn't you see this coming somehow, or didn't you identify certain indicators that Speaker Cayetano was capable of doing this, even if you were still very good allies at that time?
Yeah, no, I did not expect it. Really, I've had in the last 2 Congresses, I've had 4 speakers already. So I've been through a lot of a speakership fight, but this is by far tops them all. So I did not expect that, kasi lahat naman tayo congressman, and we should act in a certain level of standards na respetohin lang natin yung institution.